I'm riding solo this morning. Good morning to our DBS family. Chile is taking some rest. Of course, she deserves it as well, all right? She gave me time to get rest, so now I'm giving her some time to get rest. But don't get comfortable because we will be joining forces in some of the other shows with some great adventures as well. So look out for that. Let's see what's going on in our news desk with Kendall and the team.
Good morning. A 15-year-old with St. Lucian roots, Mario Giddings, was shot on Monday in what is believed to be a targeted attack in Toronto, Canada. Giddings' mother, who is St. Lucian, says her son was concerned about returning to school after being involved in a fight and requested a transfer. Now the mother is calling for justice for her son.
Mario, he had like a lot of friends. For that one, he had like a lot of friends. He loved his friends. But when I called him, I was talking to him about his friend. Mario, you have to leave your friends. Your friends, they're giving you bad advice. You have to leave the friends. And I was talking to him about that.
Giddings would have been going to grade 11 at the Western Collegiate Institute, and according to Giddings' mother, no arrests have been made yet in connection with her son's murder. Giddings was the youngest of 7 siblings, 6 sisters and 1 brother. The Giddings mother says she is awaiting documents to travel to Canada so she can bury her son. 3 days into his tenure as acting police commissioner, Vern God has announced the development of a plan to tackle crime on the island. The plan focuses on reducing crime through a multi-sectoral approach.
I would like to take this moment to engage the people of St. Lucia and say to them how thankful I am to be given the opportunity to play the role of the Commissioner of Police in St. Lucia. It is a job that I intend to do in a very organized and systematic way. We have had some challenges in the past, and I'm happy to say that we have now constructed a plan which is my intention to present to the Prime Minister of St. Lucia to deal with the reduction of crime and other criminal offenses.
The acting top cop has also sent a strong message to criminals, stating that he will not allow St. Lucia to be overrun by those in conflict with the law. In light of the growing concerns surrounding a potential dengue fever outbreak here, the Environmental Health Division of the Ministry of Health has taken proactive steps to enhance mosquito control efforts across the country. Recognizing the serious public health risk posed by mosquito-borne diseases, the division has adopted a multifaceted approach aimed at safeguarding the well-being of all citizens.
Since the launch of our comprehensive vector awareness campaign in July 2024, we have implemented a series of measures to mitigate the risk of mosquito-borne diseases. The Environmental Health Division's initiatives include 1. House-to-house inspections to continue identify and eliminating mosquito breeding grounds in various communities around the island. 2. Identification and treatment of abandoned or open water sources. 3. Ongoing vector education with targeted groups, providing information about vector breeding habitats and behaviors while providing tips for controlling vectors in and around the home. 4. Ongoing fogging operation.
The department is also undertaking targeted community cleanup initiatives to remove water-holding items and to reduce mosquito and rat harborage. The government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, continues to facilitate the capacity building of hundreds of St. Lucians in the public and private sectors through wide-ranging short-term training opportunities in Taiwan.
Over the years, Taiwan and St. Lucia have fostered a solid and constructive partnership, while capacity building and human resource programs remain the priority on our agenda. From 2023 to 2024, more than 60 participants from public and private sectors attended various workshops in Taiwan. At this moment, there are some public officials still in Taiwan attending workshops. These workshops cover the topics of high-tech issues, social and economic development, and providing professional skills.
On Wednesday, several of the beneficiaries of this training assembled at the Union Orchid Garden to recount their experiences and how they plan to apply the newly gained knowledge to their various jobs and fields of endeavor. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kendall. Let's take a break and come back. Yesterday we met the principal of the St. Lucia Sports Academy, and I think it's the opportune time to highlight some of the great things that have been happening at that school. We have 3 of the students who sat the PE CSEC exam in Form 4, and they all came out with grade 1s. Let's meet them. Every opportunity that we could have taken, we captured this morning because we are here at the St. Lucia Sports Academy. 3 of their students wrote the PE in Form 4 and got grade 1s. So something is good, something real good is happening here. And we have 2 of the students who have gotten grade 1s in Form 4 in the PE program. And I mean, it must be exciting.
Yes.
I know, right? So you don't have to worry about that when you're going to Form 5 now, no? I know, that's one. Okay, put that down. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel? It's like a shoulder off here, isn't it?
Yes.
Feel light.
Yes.
Right, wonderful. Definitely does feel good. Now, another reason why we are here, we're going to tell you that now, because I think everybody needs to understand what their role is in this whole process as well. Because it's one thing to say, well, let we pour into this, let we do that, let we put more into the sporting aspect of our students, because it is a way out for them, or it is definitely something that could, we could reach far with that. Right, but everybody needs to understand what role they can play. So this morning, we are not just here. Yes, we are here to highlight the fact that they've done their thing and they got 1, but we're also here to enhance them, because part of the school's program is so that they get comfortable with being interviewed, being able to speak. Because when they become, professional sportsmen and women, and they're out there, the Julian Alfreds and the big, they start to do their thing out there and collect their medals, the big people, the news people is going to have to interview them. And we want to make sure we have very versed athletes who are out there representing us as well. So that's another reason why we're here, to get them comfortable with the camera, to get them comfortable with speaking with the media and all of that. So tell me a little bit about why it is you chose to get involved or to do your CXCs in Form 4.
Well, first of all, I would like to say my teachers had the confidence in me that I would be able to do it. So, I mean, it's another opportunity to get less off my shoulder when I go to
Right.
Yeah.
I know, right? Listen, this is something, girl, you don't even know. What about you? Were you co-host too, or the teachers had confidence in you as well? You decide, man, listen, I don't want all that stress when I reach in Form 5, so let me knock off one I know I could knock off now. What was it? It's kind of like that?
Yeah. My
Right.
teacher had confidence in me. She said I had potential. She said I would have done a good job, and yeah, she gave me the opportunity to do it at Form 4.
Right. What are some of the other subjects that you're going to be doing in Form 5?
Food and nutrition, Spanish, math, English, SS, bio.
Right. And you just knock off PE right there. Boom, boom, bam. 1. Hold that. I definitely like this. Tell me about the experience here at the school. How did you get in? I mean, I'm curious. How did you get into the school here?
Well, I applied to come to the St. Lucia Sports Academy. So, but the experience here has been very interesting. I mean, it has its ups and downs like every other secondary school. There are its fun times, you get a lot of experience, different opportunities. So, yeah.
Right. Does it feel different to the normal school? Well, you would know. How did you get in? You applied as well?
I was sent here through the national. I play for St. Lucia, so I was recruited to come here.
What do you play?
Football.
Football. Oh, okay. So you're a baddie, man. You're a sport. Wow. We're looking for your Leonardo Ronaldo and nothing on you in the right? Yeah. Okay. So you're here, and what has been the experience? You think it was the best choice?
Yeah, it was the best choice to focus on my football and my education. It was quite hard at my past school.
Oh, so now you have more of a focus on what it is that you're interested in.
Yes.
And balancing it off with the academics.
Yes.
Oh, God. I really do like this. Anything you want to say to any other student out there who's sports related, want to go into sports, because you know sometimes they have this myth. Some people might have this myth because it doesn't fall under the listing of schools. You know, we have this thing we like to do. We like to brainwash, you know, and send out some wrong narratives out there when it comes to, because something is different, right? So there might be other students out there who might look at the school and say, oh, well, not really. That's not really a real school. You've had that, right? Right. So now you are in here and you are in the program and you're understanding how important and you're understanding the value that you're getting out from this. So if you want to send out anything to other students who might be considering coming here, applying or, you know, being sent here, what do you want to say to them?
Well, being at the St. Lucia Sports Academy, it's definitely fun. But you need to be focused and come with a mindset and ready to work.
Absolutely. I think we're going to end it there. Thank you, ladies, and congratulations again. And there's one gentleman as well. He got the one. He wanted to talk. But that is all right. He got the one, though. Thank you and congratulations and all the best moving forward. All right? Mrs. Ronaldo, what do you call it, Leonardo? Who's your favorite footballer, by the way?
Alex Morgan.
I don't know that one. She caught me off guard there. I only know about certain people. All right. Well, congratulations moving forward, ladies. And thank you. Well, we started something where we were introducing to some of the people behind the scenes at our DBS camp. And of course, you met two of those already. It's time to meet yet another one. This wonderful young lady right here goes by the name of Miriam. And she's quite an avid one. She's model, she's musician, she's reporter. Let's meet Miriam.
Hey family, good morning. I'm super excited here. I'm bringing you another in-house talent we have here at DBS. Recently joined our news force, so I think many of you are familiar with the voice and the face. Of course, Miriam Wantud. I don't think she needs any further introduction. How are you today, lovely?
I'm doing wonderful, Chayla, and how are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited because it's been long overdue. I've been really longing to interview her, but our times at work have not been coinciding, but you know, finally the universe has aligned so we can make this happen.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely been, here, there. Let's do it today. Oh no, I have to do this, but we're finally here.
You know what? That is life of a journalist. So I think we can overstand this scenario. But this is where I want to start because there's more than meets the eye. So obviously you know her as a news reporter now here on our DBS team. But Miriam is also a musician as well as a model. So we have a modeling journalist and musician. I'll figure out how to lump all of that into one title. But first of all, let's start off with you and music, Miriam. Where did that start?
So I've always wanted to play an instrument from the time I was, I think, about 7. I remember the St. Lucia School of Music came to my then primary school, Bonte Preparatory, and then they had an orchestra, and I just fell in love. And I've been begging my mom, for years, can I go play? And she was like, the timing is just not right. And then when I went to secondary school in 2017, I got offered a scholarship at the St. Lucia School of Music. It was sudden, and I wanted to play the violin, and I went in, I got the scholarship, and they told me you'll be playing the double bass. I went home and I had to Google what it was. I didn't know what it was at all, and I saw the thing, and I'm like, I don't really want to play that, but I want the opportunity, so I went, and the moment they put it in my hand, I just instantly fell in love with it. And I have been playing ever since, mostly in classical, but I have recently switched over to jazz. Nice. And I have had some great mentors in the field thus far, Emerson Nurse, Rupert Lee, Jesse Billy, and so on.
Oh my gosh, listen, she is calling out some names there. So I feel like you're well on your way to greatness in the music field. And how does it make you feel? And what exactly do you love about it?
One thing I love about the double bass is that it's an instrument that's predominantly played by men because it's a very, very tall instrument. And being a tall girl, there's not many things in society that you fit into. But being able to have an instrument that feels like it was just made just for me is something just I find so amazing. I love the deep, rich sound that comes with the bass. I feel like it just gives the music its footing, its foundation for you to build off on. So that's one thing I really love about the bass.
Oh, now listen, I could see a little bit of the journalist in her coming up because the way she is story styling her experience and her love for this instrument is amazing. But you can see where the two worlds can meet, obviously. And even with that, I'm happy that you did highlight, because I feel like generally in the realm of bass, in a broad spectrum, it's usually males and females are in the minority. So I'm loving to see you just daring to be different. And now we're going to also switch focus, because we got to touch on everything. In our little time frame. So now I want to touch on you as a model. Now, obviously, you have the height. Obviously, you have the looks. And there's something striking, because don't get me wrong, modeling is not easy, and it's not about having a pretty face or a look. It's so much more than that. But you know what? I shall let Miriam elaborate on this as well, because I just find it so interesting that you also model. And I feel like that in itself, as a career or even a hobby, whatever you're doing with it, is something that can take you places as well.
So for me, I started modeling when I was 13. My cousin was the one who had brought me into it, Deja John. She had modeled in Taiwan, Paris.
Hold on. She just said Deja John. Special good morning to my darling Deja. This, I'm shocked. How did I not know that? Deja and I are really good friends, and we talk so often over in the UK. Even before she became a mommy, we've been super close. She also gifted me some really unique, creative, it looked like what they call a dream catcher, but it was in Madras earrings. So I'm happy to know that you are related, and she as well is an amazing model. And we did meet for our mutual friend Vincent. So okay, it's starting to make sense now.
But yes, she was the one who helped me, brought me into the field, and she was my foundation. She taught me everything I knew. One thing I will say about modeling, like you said, it's not just about being a pretty face. You have to have the stamina, you have to be focused, and you have to be disciplined as well. I love that it allows me to express myself in such a way, but also to bring the designer or whoever I'm modeling for, helps to bring their vision, their creativity to life as well.
So true. And what would you say to anybody watching right now who may want to get into modeling? Because I know sometimes it's not that easy to get your foot in the door.
I know it for real is really isn't. Especially in St. Lucia, there are not many opportunities. But I will say, first, really sit down and ask yourself if this is something you would like to do, and if it is, I would say do your research. Do your research on what it entails, on what the industry is like, what they are looking for, and where you can fit yourself in. Because being a model these days is not just about being super tall or super skinny. We have modeling for different things. You could be a hand model, you could be a face model. There are plus size models. So just really look into it, do your research, know what it is you want to get into, and don't be afraid to ask. You see a designer here or somebody doing something, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to be like, hey, I want to get into this. Would you be able to assist me? Put yourself out there, really put yourself out there.
Definitely be brave and be bold. Now, last and surely not least, yes, Rose have led you here to DBS, and we are so grateful to have her, because she's definitely adding value to the team. And I know for certain that our managing director, Linda, definitely saw potential in you. And, the funny thing about it is, I think at that point you actually weren't even looking to pursue journalism, just because of prior experiences may not have been favorable. So it totally turned her off. And thank goodness our managing director has a way with words and connecting with people. And now you're here. So I'm really happy that you didn't choose to just cancel off journalism. So let's just talk about your experience thus far.
So my experience thus far with DBS has been amazing. I have had the opportunity to work with some real veterans in the field and to have their guidance. Like you said, I had some pretty negative experiences before. I was actually going to leave the field completely and go into social media managing, but Linda just said, come in, hear us out, and give yourself a second chance. And I'm really happy that I did give myself a second chance, because I got to see another aspect of it. I got the more wholesome aspect of it, and I really got that guidance that I needed to be able to get on the right path with this and keep going.
Great. Now, in one of our conversations a couple days ago, or maybe a few weeks ago, you were also telling me that you are actually quite passionate about journalism. So why is that?
From a young age, for one, I've loved to write. But one thing I've also loved to do is tell other people's stories, and the stories that matter. We can hear all the time about what's going on in politics and those big organizations, but I've always been more concerned with what's happening on the ground with our everyday people. What are they feeling? What are their stories? What are their actual struggles? And being able to bring that to light for me is just so satisfying, to give those set of people a voice to say like, hey, we're here too. We're not just numbers. We have feelings. We have our own issues, and we need to bring them forward.
Definitely. Wow. Well, listen, St. Lucia, I feel like we could go on, but we wanted to pique your curiosity. And again, we are just highlighting the numerous talented people that we have. So this is Miriam Montoot. She's one of our own, part of our DBS family, and we're super proud of her. So again, remember, she's a musician, she's a model, and she's a DBS journalist. So we wish you all the best on this journey. We look forward to seeing you growing and blossoming. And hopefully next time I come back home, we could have a follow-up because I expect greater things for you.
Thank you so much, Jayla. It was wonderful being here with you.
You're welcome. And can you imagine, she reminded me a couple years back, I actually interviewed her when I featured the School of Music. I had gone over there. I totally didn't remember. And as she jogged my memory, I was like, wow. Because again, there's just something about your face. It stands out, it's striking. And then I was like, oh yeah, I do remember interviewing her. I think you had a one plait. Your hair was slicked back. Okay, you see? So thank you for helping me out there. And again, we're looking forward to that follow-up. So again, it's Miriam Montoot, super talented young lady. And let her inspire you. Bye.
Well, guess what? The SLASPA annual walk is coming back around again. And I think I just might join them because with excitement like that from Marva, I think I'm sold. Here's Marva.
Calling all fitness enthusiasts. You know, I've also been on my journey, hardworking from Carnival Butte and Summerboard, and I'm at SLASPA. I have Marva here, and I know she's also somebody, when you think about fitness, she is mad about it, and that's why we love her, because she brings that energy, and SLASPA is also bringing us something so that we can look at healthier lifestyles. So Marva, I'm excited. It's happening in October, and you're going to tell us all about it.
It's so good to have you here, and you've been doing an excellent job. Every afternoon I watch you and I'm always inspired. So it's our turn now. Runway walk. SLASPA's Walk for Miles runway walk happening on October 7th from 6 a.m. So we're not going to be doing it when it's very hot outside. 6 a.m. when you're going to be breathing in that cool air, you get to walk all 9,000 miles of our runway.
Oh, wow. Oh, literally the runway.
Oh, yes.
Wait a minute. I just clicked. That is very interesting.
Yes, actually the runway has to be officially closed to facilitate that walk. And it's, let me tell you, last year we did it and persons were so enthusiastic about it. I mean, having to walk a runway that, I mean, you see aircraft land on it, but you've never got opportunity to walk it. So we are opening that up for everyone, our stakeholders, private sector, just our ANC ports, community. They come on board and they get to walk. And it's such a joyful experience. Families walk together, co-workers walk together. It's just a wow. You'll enjoy it. I know for a fact.
Now, you know the same thing. What hit me when you were saying that after I discovered it's a runway, because that's like awesome. But, it really does bring people together. And I was about to say, my gosh, well, I'm not good with measurements, but hearing 9,000, I was just like, that sounds intimidating. But now that we can put a visual to that we overstand what's really happening, I think that makes it amazing. And clearly I've been out of the island too long, because this is already year 2. I had no clue. I thought you were about to tell me, it's the first time that we're doing it, but I've been late to the train. So what was last year's experience like for everybody who came out?
Oh, they thoroughly enjoyed it. But the all-important part is part of our corporate social responsibility, where we've taken on Faces of Cancer. So all proceeds from the runway walk goes to Faces of Cancer, because I'm sure you could well imagine that going through this challenging ailment, persons need support. And that's where SLASPA comes on with our runway walk 4 miles, October 7th. See you there.
Great. Now, do they have to purchase a ticket or sign up, or how do we go about making sure that we're there?
There is going to be a cost, but we're still working on the intricacies of that.
Okay, I like that. And tickets or whatever it is, we're going to be going through SLASPA.
Definitely. We're the one-stop shop for your runway, our runway walk 4 miles.
Yeah, well, we definitely have to be there. So you realize how hot off the press this news is? That's why you have to keep watching DBS This Morning, because we bring you things very fresh, which means we're going to have to do a follow-up as we get closer to the date and more specifics are there, but you can already mark your calendar. So Marva, I want to thank you for being here with us. And I'll let you have the final word, because again, I think we need to drive home to these St. Lucians as to why they have to make sure they come on out and, again, be practicing healthier choices.
And I'm glad you said healthier choices, because we want to encourage everyone. The same way Shayla does it on the afternoon, we at the St. Lucia NC Ports Authority want to encourage everyone to stay fit, be healthy, because health is definitely wealth. Runway Walk, October 7th. See you there.
Well, that is our show for today. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it, and we're looking forward to welcoming you back again tomorrow morning for another DBS This Morning. Now go on out and have an awesome day today. And stay tuned. Like I said, we've got a lot more excitement in the coming weeks and days. Stay with us.